gather, Taylor Sheridan fans. When it comes to Taylor's shortcomings and poor decisions regarding the Yellowstone franchise, I am no stranger to criticizing him. But let's face it, if this man knows anything, it's how to make gripping television shows with complex plots and even entire universes. Even though he made some mistakes with the Yellowstone series, Taylor is still doing well with new shows. With its rich story and stellar cast, Landman stands out from the rest because it has the potential to one day surpass Yellowstone. It will also officially return in its second season, which will feature a new cast, a new plot, and a lot of unexpected twists from the first one. So let's talk about it. If you didn't know, Paramount CEO Chris McCarthy said on an earnings call for Paramount Global that the second season of Landman will officially return to the screen. The fact that the new season had already begun filming in April made the announcement even more exciting for me. When Kayla Wallace, who you know as Rebecca on the show, shared a behind-the-scenes glimpse with the cast, it became certain that they are truly back on set, already filming the new season. Plus, you could tell she was just genuinely happy to be back in that world, which is always a plus, seeing that the actors enjoy their working environment. We all know that the show follows Tommy Norris, played by Billy Bob Thornton, an oil company vice president of operations and petroleum landman. However, that is only the tip of the iceberg. The first season takes us through a strange and fascinating world where people either just want to survive or are trying to get a lot of money. If you're like me and didn't know much about the world of oil refineries, the show will be especially interesting because it basically transports you to a different universe and teaches you a lot about oil. Are you also surprised by the show's numerous oil-related discussions, or am I the only ignorant person here? Please inform me in the comments. What really stands out to me is how the show deals with real-world issues. It raises significant concerns about a wide range of current global issues, including climate change and geopolitics. However, it is handled without ever coming across as preachy. It forces you to consider these issues critically and develop your own ideas. One minute you're wrapped up in a character's personal struggle, and the next you're thinking about how this reflects the actual world we're living in. Sincerely, Taylor deserves praise for seamlessly delivering both on the same television show. I think this is such outstanding work. But let me know what you think about it. Now, since we are seriously spoiled, let's talk about this cast. Wow! Demi Moore, Ali Larter, Jacob Lofland, Michelle Randolph, Paulina Chavez, Kayla Wallace, Mick Colley, and James Jordan are just a few of the stars who bring their A-game to the show. But here's where things get even more exciting. Sam Elliott is joining the cast in the second season. His unforgettable performance as Shay Brennan in 1883 probably comes to mind. I don't know about you, but I think that working with Taylor will be very helpful in Landman. He seems to have established a creative trust with Taylor already, which leads me to believe that his new character will be truly exceptional. Moreover, I believe I must clarify something. I keep hearing inquiries regarding its place in the Yellowstone universe. The response is no. Landman stands on its own, despite the fact that Taylor is the creator of both. It is not a prequel or sequel and has no connection to the story of the Dutton family. It's a standalone show with no links to any other Taylor series, at least for now. Personally, as someone who's obsessed with Yellowstone, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about a completely separate project. However, I must admit that it has been refreshing. It demonstrates Taylor's adaptability as a storyteller. Still, let me know how you feel about Taylor's projects that aren't Yellowstone. Okay, let's move on to the specifics of the second season that we know about. To be honest, the plot specifics are being kept pretty secret. However, there are still a few pieces that we can piece together. First, we know that Tommy Norris is about to face some major changes. Tommy is taking on a more prominent leadership role at MTEX now that Monty Miller, played by John Hamm, is no longer in the picture. He's no longer just navigating operations. He's got to deal with the politics, the people, and the pressure of keeping everything afloat. In a recent interview, Billy himself discussed this shift. He stated, "When we first started, we had every episode. We do not this year. We've only seen about half of it. One thing I can say is that I'm loving this season. The relationships are really growing and gelling, not only as actors but with the characters. There are also behind-the-scenes rumours about Demi's character, Cammy, having an affair with Tommy. That would be kind of scandalous considering she just lost her husband. But honestly, I ship Tommy with Cammy more than I ship him with Angela, so no complaints there. Tell me, who would you like to see Tommy with in the end?" In any case, we are aware that the second season will premiere in November, and let's acknowledge how rare it is for a show of this scale to come back so quickly. I mean, when do we ever see any show release a new season without at least a 2-year gap these days? Just yesterday, I lashed out at HBO for making us wait 2 years for only 7 new episodes of The Last of Us. And you won't believe this, but The Bear released 3 seasons and will release 1 more in the time between Stranger Things seasons 4 and 5. That's crazy. In any case, Taylor, who is well known for delaying the writing of new seasons for his shows, clearly cares a lot about this series, which increases my anticipation for the upcoming season. Please let me know what you think. And if you want to learn more about Kevin Costner's latest bankruptcy announcement, watch this video.